So here's a little vlog of my first week in quarantine. On Monday, I didn't really do much. I did my work for my language arts online class, and that's about it. I spent most of the day in my bed watching YouTube and TikToks. I was just not feeling it on Monday. It was just bad news after bad news of work and other events being canceled due to the coronavirus. And I do understand and respect that it's for the better that things do get canceled, but I was still pretty bummed out, and I tried to make myself feel better through watching countless hours of Claire from the Bon Appetit Test Kitchen. After hours of moping around, my mom told me to get out of bed and make a schedule for the rest of self-quarantine, which was actually very nice because it gave me some structure and ideas as to what to do instead of just staring at my phone all day. But after that, I did go back to bed and stare at my laptop until I fell asleep, but that's not necessarily the point. Tuesday was my school's dedicated online time for math. I suck at math, but hey, we're all just trying our best here. After my online class, I got dressed because if I'm in my pajamas, I will be spending the entire day under my blankets, and I decided to just clean my room. Honestly, quarantine is the best thing that could have happened to my mom because my brothers and I are just doing chores around the house for fun. It's a very unsettling time. I then did some ACT practice that you will not see me do again for the rest of the week because after this, I got the news that my April 4th test had been canceled and moved to June. So in my mind, what's the point of studying until the very last minute? I then meditated for a bit after that, and let me tell you, meditation is great. I recommend it a lot, especially with everything going on right now. It just helps ground yourself and calm yourself down when you can't control anything. My family decided to do a movie night that day, so we ended up watching Treasure Planet, which was my favorite movie when I was a kid, and I recommend everybody watches it. It's a great movie. Wednesday, I got up, got dressed, and wasted no time in getting started on my online classes. First, I had AP Art History, so I worked on that for a couple of hours until my film class Zoom session started. It was actually really nice since I got a lot of friends in Meisner's class, and after the class session was over, a few of us got on Discord and talked to each other for a few hours, which was really nice since I hadn't seen them for a while. After a few hours, I did get bored and decided to do a full face of makeup, because that's just a way that I get my creativity and boredom out a lot of the time. I then decided to have a little photo shoot, so the hour I spent on my makeup didn't go to waste. So I set up everything, got changed, and took some photos. They actually turned out really nice, and it brought my self-esteem and mood up so much, so that was really, really good. After that, I took a shower and kind of just laid in bed on my phone for a while. Thursday was honestly just extremely uneventful. I got up, got dressed, and worked on my physics work for a while. I then decided to just chill for the rest of the day. I made some black tea, lit some incense, and just embroidered some projects I had abandoned due to not having much time. And after a while of embroidering, I just called some friends and we watched a movie together through Zoom until we fell asleep. So not much happened today. Friday morning, I woke up to the nicest weather we've had since quarantine began. I got dressed and finished my sociology work for the day and edited for a little bit before forcing my little brother to get out of the house so we could learn to skateboard on an old broken board we had. Needless to say, we were not very successful at skateboarding. But we did end up walking around the lake area in our neighborhood. We climbed some trees, threw some rocks at the water, and we had a really good time until my brother fell into the lake and we had to go home. I got home and took a nice relaxing bath and cleaned my room up. I'm very concerned about the amount of dirty laundry I've been creating over the past couple of days, considering I've been home the entire time. I then decided to try and paint with some leftover candle wax I had, and while I was painting, I accidentally tipped over a table in my room and water and plant soil fell everywhere, so that was a fun time. After my mom and I cleaned up as much as we could of the soil and water, I went back to bed and played on my Nintendo DS for the rest of the night. Honestly, this week of quarantine just has been really freaking weird. I'm grateful that I am in a position where I am able to stay in a safe home and not worry about not having to go to work. That being said, I do miss my friends quite a lot, and it's been a struggle to find ways to keep busy so I don't stare at my phone all day and fall into a depressive episode. So there are a lot of pros and cons of self-quarantine, as you've seen. I do hope everyone is keeping safe. Just remember to wash your hands, practice social distancing, and stay at home if you're in the position to do so. And happy quarantine, everybody. I don't know what that was.